never gonna make it.
Nobody cares. What makes you think that you're so intense?
Oh, put your camera down. No one cares. You aren't special.
No, Lord, here they come.
Hey, big man.
Now, at the beginning of the year, I had like a clear goal on everything I wanted to achieve and everything I would have to do to achieve everything by the end of 2017. Number one was to become a YouTuber. I wanted to turn this thing that I loved into a career. Next, I wanted to compete in my first ever bodybuilding competition. I wanted to travel more. I wanted to see everything that the world had to offer me at this point in my life. Now, instead of talking about all these goals that I wanted to achieve, why don't I just show you what happened?
Yo.
Okay, where do I start? What's going on, guys? Brandon Harding here. Hope you're having a great day. Why are my veins out?
Take my hand in the middle of a crisis.
Greatest things that has come from making this YouTube channel, from following my dream, has been the amount of life I've been able to live. I have lived more in the past 2 years of my life than I have in my entire life. I have forced myself to do some of the craziest things that I never thought I would do in my lifetime, which has resulted in some of the clickbait videos you may have seen.
Set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down and go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. Little whispers in my head, man, is you fake or loyal? Why no water, that designer, baby, pick your poison.
The past year of my life has been filled with so many incredible experiences. Here are some of my favourites. I lost my mind at my first ever festival. I stayed in a £2 million apartment with YouTubers that I used to look up to and now consider friends.
So good to meet you, man.
Oh, man. I made a video speaking about my biggest insecurity. Me and my friends hijacked a bike cart and rode it around the streets of London. I got flown to Canada to stop in a mansion with some of the most amazing people I've ever met in my entire life.
You think Brandon missed us?
Let's go and find out.
Brandon!
I ate 10,000 calories worth of cereal. I got in the best shape of my life and placed second in my first ever bodybuilding show. I released my first ever training app that has helped change the lives of hundreds of people around the world. Came out with my first ever merch line, which completely sold out. Made a viral video that managed to hit 8.7 million views. I held my first ever meetup at Hyde Park in London.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow!
Got my picture framed on the wall of my hometown gym. Almost fell out of a building. Traveled to the end of the world with some friends from Canada. Flew to different countries around the world, places that I never thought I would get the chance to venture to. And above all else, I experienced unforgettable moments with people that I'll never be able to forget.
Detours lead to barricades, and home is for your friends are fake. I'll be there to clear the way. And you know my love can hold you down. You know my love can hold you down. And you know my love can hold you down. You know my love can hold you down.
2017 has been the best year of my life, but the only reason you'll understand why is if I take you back to the beginning and show you where it all began. December 2016. I have this memory that I think back to every now and again. I was following my dad to the petrol station to borrow money from him. While following him in the car, I began to cry because the life that I like conjured up in my head that I imagined living one day, I felt so far away from that. I looked at myself and looked at my life as I followed my dad. I couldn't believe what I was doing. One thing I realized last year is that as we go through life, it is going to get harder and harder and harder, and we are going to face so many setbacks that are going to make the end goal seem physically impossible. Why me? What makes me think I deserve this? If you think that you deserve that, if you think you're worth that life that you fall asleep thinking about every night, the chances are if you work hard for it, you have more of a chance to get there. Going back to the start of this year, 2017, I managed to just about save enough money to compete in my first ever bodybuilding competition. It has been a dream of mine for 4 years to eventually one day step on stage and showcase the physique that I have managed to build. Going into prep, my car gets taken away from me by the police because I stupidly brought a cloned car and I got nothing for it. I had to buy a new car. I was literally back after saving for 4 months. I was back to square one. I had to borrow money from my family shamelessly again to be able to compete. Using the money that they gave me to eat and a little bit of money that I managed to save up, I invested in the hard body t-shirts. I got one on right now actually, these t-shirts. The hard body t-shirts. These t-shirts are the reason I got to step on stage. You guys that purchased the hard body t-shirts, you didn't realize what you were doing for me when you purchased one of these t-shirts. If you didn't purchase these t-shirts, I wouldn't have been able to afford to step on stage. You guys are the reason I got to compete. 5 days before my competition, my mom comes back drunk at 3 o'clock in the morning. My mom's someone that has to take a lot of medication to suppress the person that she is. She can't really be held responsible for her actions. When she drinks, alcohol suppresses medication, and when this happens, her medication doesn't work and she does things that I know in my heart that she doesn't mean to do. She says, Jessica, my sister, can you please get my phone? She calls the police and says, I would like to charge my son with assault because he's pushed me down the stairs. My sister runs back across the landing and she grabs my mom's phone and she's like, she can't believe what my mom has done. I can't believe what mom, honestly, I thought they'd come, they'd see that nothing happened and they would leave. But 5 days out and 4 days out, I spent in custody, but I still came out and I still competed and I still came second. You have no idea how hard you're gonna have to work if you wanna be someone. All we can do is try, even though life is gonna give you so many setbacks that you can't even imagine. So it's up to you to step back and look at your life and ask yourself, is this the life that I want to live? It's up to you to step back and decide what you want to do with the rest of your life, which is actually what I did 2 weeks ago. I want to show you something. London Gatwick, the 24th, in 2 weeks time, all the way to Boston. We're moving to America. Like, bro, we're doing it. What the fuck? To think where this year began. To think that I had £40 in the bank and I've just booked a one-way ticket to America to start my life in Boston. I'm not doing it by myself, I'm going out there to live with a friend. Even still, I bought the ticket to make the move. I stepped back from my situation and I asked myself, what did I want to do at the start of this year? I've always wanted to live in America. And you know what? If I don't like it, that is the beauty of this, is that I can come back, reanalyze and go live somewhere else. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to end the video here. I'm so excited to share the next chapter of my life with you guys, and I hope at the end of 2018 I can stand wherever I am in the world and say that I am not just a guy that allows setbacks to hold him back from the life he wants to live. I don't want to just be the guy that works, I want to be the guy that works hard. So that being said, guys, I'm going to end the video here. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. If you haven't already, join the Dawn Squad, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.